man. You know, all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that we're able to still come out here and push this word and magnify his name across the four corners, you know.
Khan, that's right.
Like the brother said, innit? Shalom to all the brothers out there that are magnifying the Most High's name and keeping laws, statutes and commandments which were given to us and our forefathers and foremothers, that we may be a light to this world, man, this evil, wicked world. You know, because people don't understand what's actually happening right now. The Most High is judging this earth. He's judging it every day, you know? Even though you might not see it in your news, but the Most High is judging this earth, man. And so, yeah, I'm going to bring up some news.
Like the comfortability of this kingdom, man.
This is what I'm saying, man. You know? Riding up and down on the superbike. And they're like 125s as well. Not even superbikes. But yeah, man. What we got to deal with, you know. On the Sabbath, people are turning up, the sun's out now, so it's going to get even worse and worse, you know. The wicked that's what it is, you know. That's what it is on Seven Sisters High Street, you know. People turning up on the Sabbath.
East Cafe.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah, like I was saying, man.
That's a Nazarite. Give me this is First Timothy. It's Nazarite, isn't it?
Yeah, come on.
This is 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. Knowing this knowing also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
That's right.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of power,
Right.
having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. For such turn away. From such turn away.
Man.
Turn away from those guys.
Lovers of themselves, and like the brother was bringing out earlier, don't even want to say thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Unthankful, you know. And like the precept that would just come out a minute ago about, you know, they're not being thankful about what the riches that they're receiving. Do you see what I'm saying?
Still being covetous.
Yeah, man. So that's the world that we're living in.
Never have enough, innit?
Yeah, man. And that's that spirit they get off Esau and the oppressor. Remember, separate.
Drunk the wine of Babylon.
Yeah, that's right. Do you see what I mean? So now they want to turn up like these Edomites, man. But this is not our rest, like we bring out all the time, man. That's why this world and what's going on out here doesn't affect us. We're here for the righteous, you know, the ones that are seeking learning,
And as the devil knows he's got a short time, more He's gonna put.
Turn it up.
Like give us more benefits,
Yes.
give us more money,
gifts, yeah.
make us, like I said, He was push more temptations on us.
That's right, man, because you know that's the biggest thing that our people are dealing with, man. The flesh, yeah, the lustly flesh. You get what I'm saying? You know?
The carnal minds.
That's right, man. So yeah, like there's a hailstorm in Aguascalientes city in Mexico. Yeah, and like it was a hailstorm. Wasn't that bad, but you know I thought I'd bring it out anyway. There was a dust storm as well in Nebraska. Dust storm in Nebraska and Texas, which nearly turned the day into night out there. So you see these dust storms that we've been seeing, like in Saudi Arabia and in Europe and Spain a few weeks ago. It's the same thing, man. There's loads of these dust storms coming around. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, if you can get me one on that one.
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
And I beheld when He had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth.
And became what?
Became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood.
That's exactly what happens, man. That's what it looks like as well. When there's a big thick cloud covering the sun, man, it turns the whole sky dark, you know? So yeah, that's what it looks like, man. We've been seeing this more and more now. I don't think this was a common thing like many months ago. So yeah, man, again, it's all of the Most High. There's been a heavy snowfall in California, yeah, in late April, which again, like I brought out before, it's out of the ordinary. It's not normal. Do you know what I mean? The weather should be going into spring now, and it's still holding that winter vibration. So you know, which is not normal. Still, if you want, you get me Iraq 43 and 17, I'll be sure. So yeah, all these different countries now, they're seeing different changes in their weathers, you know. So again, man, and the days are becoming shorter. Like you know, it just feels it myself, man. You know, after a day, it's gone already, you know.
This is the book of Nazarite, chapter 43, verse 17. The noise of the thunder maketh the earth to tremble, and doeth the northern storm, and the whirlwind, as birds flying, he scattereth the snow, and the falling down thereof is as the lightning of grasshoppers.
Yeah, man. So yeah, you could see, like, you see when there's a swarm of grasshoppers and that, they look like locusts. There's just loads of them. That's, you know, that's just giving an example, isn't it? The Most High, He deals with the snow, isn't it? He's giving certain countries just heavy, like, it's not just America. We've seen it in Russia, we've seen it in Canada, we've seen it even in Istanbul, Turkey, we've seen it in Spain, you know? So yeah, the Most High is using snow as well. You know that's going to affect the crops and that, you know, because there's meant to be a rain in the latter season, in the early spring, innit? To show the new season starting, you know. And if there's snow now, you know what I mean. The season's been held back. If you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man. Got anything of that or?
Got the Jeremiah.
No, there ain't got
Second Ezra 16.
This is the book book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 19. Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish and are sent as a scourge for amendment.
That's right. And you know, these heavy snowfalls and that. No, I don't think so. But it's the same. All these things are gonna affect the crops and the land and that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's not. Yeah. So yeah, when the Most High is doing heavy snowfall on these places, you know, crops are gonna kind of, again, what was that? Pestilence and plagues and famine. That's another thing. That's what I'm gonna bring out in a little bit as well about the famine. Alright, can't. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Behold, the Lord Yahweh of a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand.
Yeah, man. That's right. Hailstones and all that. You know, snowfall, and that's another thing. You know, like you know, we've obviously experienced hailstone, but not as on a level as happening in these certain countries. It is like ice. It's really cold. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it?
Knows his eyes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man. Same thing. Right, in Saudi Arabia, it's still flooding from last week. You know, they're still having thunderstorms in the city of Ara or something. There's also flooding in Onitsha, in the Anambra state in Nigeria, and there's also been heavy flooding in Azuay in Ecuador as well. So you want to get the neighbour of the show, 1 and verse 7. Finish on 8. Yeah, so heavy floodings, and in Saudi Arabia you already know that it's a hot country. They're not used to it out there still. They're not used to no floods out there. You know, no roads are built for floods, nothing like that. Go on, bring that again.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 7. Yahweh is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. But with an overrunning flood he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies.
Yeah, man. So these places where the Most High is flooding out, these are his enemies, man. If there was Israelites in those countries that were keeping the commandments, just know he's gonna be there for them, man. You know, he's gonna be the stronghold for them in the day of trouble.
That's right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So they won't have to worry about these things, man. That's what we're trying to do over here. Because I say it all the time, we ain't had nothing yet. You know, so you know, the way things are kicking off over there and all that, bro, we might just get a nuke, innit, and that's done. You know, that's it, done. There's no hailstones, there's no thunder, lightning and signs for England. It's just a wipeout, innit? That's why we need to come back to these statutes and commandments and these laws. Because, you know, nothing's going to be able to save you from the nuclear destruction which is about to happen.
He says that everyone's been given their lot.
That's right.
And who knows what lot you've got.
That's right, man.
Exactly that. And on
some it says some will prefer the nukes than the dying of famine.
Yeah.
That famine one is
you're pining away.
That's gonna be hard, man.
And remember the island of Europe or UK, the UK island. Yeah. It's just a small island.
Bro, it's tiny. It's not even small. It's tiny
it's one
compared to the Earth.
It's the tiniest island. So one nuke would utterly destroy everything.
Yeah, man. It's tiny and the most proudest. How about that? Do you know what I mean? With all this wicked coronation of this evil, wicked.
And these guys in the ghettos, they go to South London, they think they just travelled the whole of fucking...
Yeah, I know.
They just thought they just travelled to the whole of Britain.
like
They just went on the train to go to South, bro.
Yeah, can't.
One could ride there. One ride there in half an hour. It's not a long thing. 20 minutes, if you know the right routes. From North London to South London. And these guys are thinking, oh, I went to Stratford today. Oh, that's down the road.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally everything's down the road.
It's down the road, bro.
So yeah, we're kind of, you know, all crazy to how about thing outside. But yeah, we don't know what the lot is on this place as a whole, you know. We can only work out our own salvation with fear and trembling.
That's right.
And for our household, innit? We're not trying to save the world or England or the UK, innit? Because if people don't want to hear and they want to despise the law, then they're gonna perish, innit? Utterly.
That's saying those that can't hear must
feel.
That's it, man. And they're probably not gonna feel the Luke, innit? It's just gonna take them out in a quick one.
No, the same shall know it after death by pain.
Yeah,
Exactly.
God, that's right. That's right.
They're gonna feel. Those
They
that
have
can't
to
hear
feel
must.
something. innit? They have to feel something. Still, yeah. So there's a severe cyclone and tropical storms hitting several cities in India. Yeah, the city of Kozhikode got hit the worst, so there's a few cities over there in India that have been getting thunderstorms, cyclones, and yeah, man, these were looking really bad when I was watching it. Still, like, you know, you see storms and you think sometimes they're just alright, it's just a bit of heavy rain and some wind. This is really this was going hard. Still, surprised they were even filming it. Still, if you want to get me Psalms 135 and 6 through to 7, Bob Sure.
Psalms 135, 6.
Yeah, Bob Sure.
This is the book of Psalms 100.
Bring it up.
That's alright, man.
This is the book of Psalms 135 and verse 6. Whatsoever Yahweh pleased, that did he in heaven and in earth, in the sea, and all the deep places. He causes a vapor to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightning for the rain, and bringeth the wind out of his treasury.
Right, man. So the Lord pleases. When He pleases, these spirits that were created to do, you know, to manipulate the wind, the water, and all that, they get down straight away, man.
Come out the treasure. They come out the treasure box.
Yeah, that's
They just,
it.
they're like the treasure just to amend the earth. Good old
Right, man.
to give them the reward.
Yeah, that's it. Which is not ours personally, but people's judgment, innit? You know, because that's
And
what
it's
it is.
the Israelites' reward, really.
Yeah,
When we see that, there's like, wow, the Most High is
true.
rewarding the earth
Yes.
with the judgments.
And
man.
He's fulfilling His word. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is, man. With everything, like you said the other day, innit? When you look around, all you see is precepts. That's how it's supposed to be, man. Do you know what I mean? Anything that we see, or any wickedness, or even righteousness that is being done among the people, or our people, or even the heathens, we should be able to match precepts. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me.
That's right, man. All praises to Yahweh outside.
And what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables,
Right.
that he may run that readeth it.
That's right. So like it says as well, is these these scriptures are plain to those who understand and keep the laws and the commandments. You know what I mean? Because the average person's not gonna know these might be able to match these precepts and measure them and put precept to what's going on in this world. Yeah, to prophecy. So like that was the word still.
This is Revelations chapter 19 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, seest thou, do it not. For I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, and that has the testimony of Yahushua. Worship power, Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Is the spirit of what?
It's the spirit of prophecy.
And that's it, man. So everything that's in this Bible is going to come to pass.
And
that's prophecy.
and that's another cut to saying there's Father, Son, then the Holy Spirit, then the prophecies. You can't worship the prophecies. You can't worship the Yahushua. Worship. He said, I'm your brother. I'm from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Worship Yahweh.
That's right. The Father, the Heavenly Father.
Worship Yahweh.
That's right. Because He is the Father.
There's no other power.
That's it.
There's only one power.
That's right. That's right.
Shammai, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh Achad.
That's right, man. That's right. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, Anak Krakatoa. I think I brought this one out before a long time ago. Volcano in Indonesia has been erupted, causing major smoke, like miles and miles and miles of smoke. And yeah, man, it's going crazy. I mean, I don't even think it's actually erupted with the lava yet. It might have, but it's just been going nuts in the last few days. So yeah, I mean, if you want to get me one for sure, Psalms 104 and 31 to 32, one for sure. 4, 31, 32. So yeah, these earthquakes, and just before you bring that one out as well, in Antarctica there's an earthquake, there's a volcano as well that's been having a lot of earthquakes around it. So it's like when that happens, these scientists, these men claim to say that when there's a lot of earthquakes happening around the volcano, it causes it to erupt. And yeah, this volcano hasn't erupted in a long time, and it's in the Antarctica as well.
So pressure plus power.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, okay.
This is the book of Psalms 104 and verse 31. The glory of Yahweh shall endure forever. Yahweh shall rejoice in his works.
That's right.
He looketh on the earth, and it trembleth. He touches the hills, and they smoke.
That's right, man. So the glory of the Most High endures forever. You know what I mean? So whatever he does is in his glory, He's never going to come off that state. That state, whatever. Yeah, do you know? So whatever he does is in glory and awe and wow. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it be good or evil, because we know he creates both. So just like he's done what the amazing things in righteousness, and he's created the world and everything in it, and the sun and the moon and the stars, just is the way he destroys everything as well is just going to be just as wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it, man, on that. You can't really go on.
I got Acts chapter 2 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
But this is that which is spoken by the prophet Joel. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith power, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaids will I pour out in those days my spirit, and they shall prophesy, and I will show wonders in the heavens above, and and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapors of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and notable day of Yahweh.
Right, man. Beautiful. Beautifully said, man. So you can't get around this, man. You can't get around this.
That's right.
Seriously, man. You cannot get around this. So yeah. There's some more things. There's a few more still. I don't know, but I just wanted to, basically, Megan Fox. I don't know if you lot know about her. She's in Transformers.
Yeah.
She's married to some wacky Edomite. I don't know who he is. Yeah. What's it? Basically, they've come out. Megan Fox reveals that she and Machine Gun Kelly drink each other's blood. Yeah, and this is what she says in the interview. She says it's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. So, bro, if you could get me a Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 4, I'll finish on 6. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is them openly coming out with it now. I don't know, what it is, and because I don't really get into that whole Hollywood thing, but they've brought it out to my attention, so let's bring it out. Go on.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 4. Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifice, and also those malicious merciless murderers of children, and devourers of men's flesh, and the feast of blood.
And what?
And the feast of blood.
Yes, that's what they're doing, man. And they're coming out with it as well. Like they're saying it openly on TV and that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that one out quickly because this is
adrenochrome levels.
Yeah, they're bringing it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not nothing that they're hiding nowadays, isn't it? Just like they're bringing out Satanism in certain schools and that.
And didn't what's his name? Had the trainers.
Yeah,
the one that
Lil Nas X.
One had a belly with a pregnancy.
Is it Lil Nas X?
Yeah, some TikTok pregnancy.
Six trainers.
The blood in trainers, man.
Yeah. And man, I wouldn't even see it, man, but I saw a bit of the video as well. It's madness, man. And this is what they do. They use our people, and turn them out, man. Just like
Nas done that tune. I know I can be what I wanna be.
Yeah.
It says we was kings and queens, not porch monkeys. And
yeah.
So he was turned into that Damian Marley tune as well.
Yeah.
So they were doing some Egyptology vibrations, man, and trying to pretend to be King Solomon in the video and that.
Yes. Put a spell on me in it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So what they're doing, they're trying to show some sort of spiritual understanding. They'll call them the conscious community.
Yeah, the unconscious. Yeah.
But they're unconsciously doing wickedness, but consciously doing something stupid. You know what I mean? But
and they use our people all the time, man, through the music, through the sports, through all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. All right, on the next thing. What's it? Russian troops burned stockpiles.
And as you said it, look, the witch. As you said it, look, the witch was there. Oh shit, she's gone.
What, the one in the black?
Yeah, look, the blonde in the black, look.
Gothic.
The witches are there.
I mean, that's why when you check it as well, most of these churches are all built Gothic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when you see certain statues around as well, they're all black and looking like, do you know what I mean? It's a mad thing, bro.
Like gargoyles.
Yeah, man. And not just that, I haven't been up London in a long time, but you go up there and you look at the corner top of buildings and that, you'll see it all, man. You'll even start seeing red dragons and that. You know, like dragons showing you that they are the Edomites.
That's right.
Yeah, whoever, like, obviously the Israelites built up this country, but oppressed by these Edomites, innit? And they're proud, they're gonna show you who they are. You know what I mean? They always have, like when they took the Titus and Vespasian, when they sacked Jerusalem in 70 AD, they made an ark called the Ark of Titus, where it shows them taking away the menorah, the table of the showbread, you know, so they're proud about this.
The Romans, the Edomite book. Know that book where it says who are the Edomites or something? And it's got that same statue. They engraved it in stone.
Yeah.
And you see them with the menorah taking the things at the temple.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
That's where you've got that. The Romans, who are the Edomites?
I don't think I have it. I don't think that, but I think I know what book
it's
you're
white and
talking
blue in there.
Yeah,
It's the front cover.
And they're proud, man. That's them proud. That's how we can. The Son of Man is gonna be not the Son of Perdition is gonna be revealed, because he can't hide himself. Man. He never could. Even if he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't go into Egypt and hide if it was him, Esau. So yeah, man, the vagabond of this earth is being revealed, man. Straight up, innit? He's a fugitive.
And saying that we see the spirit of them when they come up here anyways. Like they refer, like we say to them, we tell them.
Remember, do I know your face?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, how you doing? You're right.
Yeah, like we tell them when they come out that you're the Bible, you're the devil the Bible speaks of, and some of them are like, yeah. Because it's the proudness of it. When you say to them, you colonized our people, they're very proud to say, yeah, we did. So they show even that the lowest of the low of them even still have that vibration to even say, yeah, we did.
That's right.
And they don't shun from it. They're like, yeah, what?
That's right.
We had you.
That's right. You know? They still do, man, on a bigger scale, isn't it? It's just like I said in Deuteronomy 30:7, the curses are coming upon the heathens now, isn't it? So that's the difference.
That's
now.
right.
You get it? And so now in Russia, no, not Russia, Slovakia, I think it's in Ukraine, Russian troops burned stockpiles of Bibles and ministry center destroyed in tank crossfire in Ukraine. So this is what they were saying, after our building was destroyed in tank crossfire, Russian troops threw any remaining stockpiles of Bibles and Christian books from our warehouse at the back of the building on the ground and burned them. So that's that pride thing of Edomites. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they would do. They would actually burn the Bibles. Do you know what I mean?
I've got something.
Yeah, come, bring it out. If you want to get Amos as well, Amos 8:11. You know?
Yeah, get that. I've got something. I got the one.
So that just sounds like that whole, Book of Eli vibe, you know, and not just that, they did it. They're gone for.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the day cometh, saith Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh and shall not find it.
That's right, man. And obviously, the hearing the words of the Most High, to be able to hear them, people got to be reading them. You know what I'm saying? You know? Coming from the book, you know what I'm saying? And not just that, I was going to go into, I think it was in the Greeks. The Greeks, yeah, is that it? Yeah, that's it, that's the one.
This
that's
is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 56. And when they had rent in pieces the book of the law, which they found, they burned them with fire.
They what?
They burned them with fire.
That's it, man. Nothing new under the sun. You get what I'm saying? So,
I'm trying to find the one where they want to keep back the Bible. Yeah, you're fine.
yeah, go on.
And this says, Second Ezra. What was that? What you just said?
Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 56.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 19. Then answered I before thee and said, Behold, Yahweh, I will go as thou hast commanded me, and reprove the people which are present. But they that shall be born afterwards, who shall admonish them? Thus the world is set in darkness, and they that dwell therein are without. For thy law is burnt. Therefore no man knoweth the things that are done for thee, or the works that shall begin.
Yeah, that's right, man. But again, there's always going to be a remnant. There's always going to be a remnant. There's always going to be a Bible or
Prophet
or
that the Most High will show
his
word.
yeah, that's right.
That's why
man.
that's what we said the other day, that the atheists were saying last week. What if all the Bibles were done? I'm like, that's not going to turn away from the facts that we're going to know the judgments of the damn African people, man. Of the East Africans, man.
That's right.
We're going to know the judgments of the damn Scottish and the Irish, man.
That's right.
We're going to know the judgments of the people, but what they've done to our people, man. All right, and what they do to the world, they do to the sky, what they do to the sea, what they do to the children of the saints, man, of the saints, man.
Right.
We're not going to stop, because the Most High will always, like he said, he's a remnant and reveal his secrets unto the prophets.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. Man.
And he's not going to shun them, man. He's the one that he's got a covenant and a promise that he's given unto David, and he's not going to turn from it.
That's right.
Bashama Mashiach.
Bashama Mashiach Yahushua. Most High is not a man that he should lie, man. Straight up. So a couple more, yeah. UK Defence Secretary warns that Putin could declare World War III within days, saying Putin might up the ante in the coming days, and claiming his special military operation is failing. So yeah, Putin out there is saying, yeah, it's all going well, blah blah blah, but the others are saying, look man, he's kind of failing, innit? That's why he keeps threatening us with this nuclear action. You get it? So yeah, another thing, Putin cuts natural gas to 2 NATO nations, Poland and Bulgaria. They're surrounding Ukraine, and threatens to use nukes on anyone who interferes with Ukraine. So he keeps talking his talk, man, and he says, look, I'm not one to boast, I don't want to be like, but I will use what I have if I have to. Yeah, and this is the last of it. Putin plans to deploy deadly Satan II missile in autumn, and the UK has been singled out as a prime target.
Wow! Let's go!
Yeah. 2nd Ezra 16 and 13.
And that don't mean you guys in England start running off to damn Africa, man. That don't mean you guys run to Africa, cause that's what they'll do, innit? England, you know these Israelites, man. Oh damn, what are we gonna do? Let's go to Nigeria. Let's go to Gambia. Everyone's getting to Gambia. Like, what's Gambia got? Hey, what's Gambia got? What is that? Hey, what's in Gambia? We don't really know about Gambia. Some lime, some damn, what's her name? Some Aunt Jemima. Some big batty Gambian girl. Yo, them Gambian girls ain't saving you from the destruction of the famine and the pestilence coming. Yeah. Israelites, get your head right.
That's
right. If the nukes come, you're not meant to be scared. You're meant to be joyful. You're meant to be happy that this world is coming to an end.
That's it. We're meant to be praying for the days
to be shorter.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrow that is shot from shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the end of the earth.
That's right.
Or end of the world.
So yeah, when these nukes go off, there's no turning them back, man.
Nah.
It's straight up like that. There is no turning. There's no missing either. Like, you know, if it's it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere, and that's all of the Most High, man. He's put it in these Edomites and these other nations' spirit to do these things, man. That's why they've imagined these evil devices. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the Most High put it in their spirit, man.
That's right.
Obviously, you know, they're on the left side. They're working with the left side with all these things.
Exactly.
But again, everything is of the Most High, innit? You
That's
know,
right.
Satan still has to go, and the adversary still has to go and present his plea and
He's
that
offering
to
his
the
sacrifice.
Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Do
sacrificed.
you get what I'm
He's
saying?
offering. Exactly.
And that's it. Go, bring that out, King. I've got one more after, yeah? One
This
more.
is the book of
I've got
Matthew
that one.
12, verse 26.
Satan.
And if Satan casts out Satan,
There we go.
he cannot. And if Satan casts out Satan, he cannot divide it. He is divided against himself. How can them his kingdom stand?
That's it. So if Satan's divided against himself, how can his kingdom stand?
This is Psalms 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. He made a way to his anger. He spared not the souls from death, but gave their life over to the pestilences and smote all the firstborn in Egypt, the chief of their strength in the tabernacles of Ham.
That's right.
So yeah, man, the same way he can do to the Hamites, same way he's going to do to Babylon,
That's right.
same way he's going to do to
There's no exception. There's no exception.
Sodom and Egypt for being destroyed, Babylon for burnt.
God.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1.
Bring it up!
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as
As
an
an oven.
Shall what?
That shall burn as an oven.
Right.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
And we know that Esau is the border of wickedness.
He's the
And
proud.
he's the proud ones that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rocks.
Yeah.
That said, so you shall bring me down to the ground.
Yeah. And he's gonna be
Stubble, fam.
There
According
you
to
go,
Obadiah,
there you
bro.
go.
Obadiah
3
1 and
and
18,
1.
man. Yeah, home run, man. Strike.
Oh, and the day cometh, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, save Yahweh of hosts.
So as precept upon precept, Putin with the prophecy standing on watch, Tazapar, mighty watchman. Nazarite news is coming out at ya, and the news at 10. News at 10 commandments. The news on the 10. No. Anyway, look. Fun and jokes aside, Babylon's gonna be burnt out. This coming October, November, you know, it's coming soon. All right, it's coming in autumn time, and the Most High, like, we can't put a time on it. It can come whenever it wants to, but Putin's got a deadline. He wants to try and push it. And if the Most High has set him up as the proud and the wicked, for Satan to cast out Satan, who are we to tell Satan don't push the button in October?
That's right.
If he wants to push it, let him push it.
That's right.
Don't go to Putin or pray to the Father and say, please tell Putin not to push. Please, Yahweh, tell Putin to do what he wants to do with
Get
his
this
damn
started.
wicked kingdom.
Yeah, get this started
You've
off,
given
man.
the king. Job 9:24 said you've given it to the wicked. The wicked said they're gonna burn it in the oven. The precept in the Messiah says Satan's gonna cast us. How much do you want to turn against the Bible, you wicked Christians, man? Christians are going against, and they're praying for Ukraine. You know, how wicked are you, man? To pray for Ukraine, man.
That's right. I know.
That's wickedness, man. Don't pray for Ukraine.
Anyone who does that, it's like they obviously don't believe in the Most
You don't
High
believe in the
anyway.
Bible if you're praying for Ukraine.
You know what I mean?
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled.
Pray for Ukraine.
See ye, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You shall hear wars and rumors of wars.
That's right.
See that ye be not troubled.
Pray that Russia don't blow up England.
See that ye be not be troubled.
Don't be troubled, man. Alright?
all
Don't-
these
or
things-
run to Gambia.
See that ye be not troubled.
Don't be troubled, bro. Israelites gonna run to Africa, go back to the Ashantis and that. Alright? Go back to the tribes of Nigeria, the Yorubas. Leave that alone, man. You always do as your fathers do, man. You go and you run away into damn Africa like it's gonna save you. Africa's not gonna save you when the Most High burns Babylon, man.
That's right.
Alright? It's not gonna save you, man.
Right.
The Hamite lands ain't saving the Israelites.
That's right.
You understand? Madness, bro.
Right.
How I'm hearing the Hamite lands are gonna save Israel. Or they're gonna run back to Israel and live in the swamplands, in the nuclear wastelands in Damona. That's not saving you. Last time I checked, they was kicking down the so-called black people out of Israel, man.
That's right.
Telling them go back to Egypt, go back to America.
Well, they're doing that everywhere now.
You understand?
Man. They're doing that everywhere.
So
They're
be
kicking
not
them out.
troubled, man. Because the
Right.
valley of Jehoshaphat, Israel has to be blown up first, man.
That's right.
That's where the beginning of the judgments has to be, of the fire. And then it's going to trickle everywhere else. Alright, go on.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
They
But
must what?
all these things must come to pass.
So the nuclear destruction has to happen. Yeah, so weave is highly flammable. Alright? So the weave's going to be blown up in nuclear destruction. Hey, yo, you know what that thing you're wearing? You know what that represents?
Yeah, what's that?
What is it?
Well, you tell me. I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know what it represents?
It's my country's flag.
It's your country's flag?
Yeah.
It looks like a Russian flag.
No, it's my country's.
What's your country?
Angola.
Angola.
Yeah.
So why they
That represents the war in.
why they trying to look like Russians, man?
You know how long we held this shit in like the country.
You know that's what Russians are, man. They have the sword, they have the weapon, the sickle, the mallet with the crescent.
Yeah, that's my country's flag.
It's the Russians.
That's my country.
I know it's on your flag, but it belongs. Its origin is Russian.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Alright, well, if you say so, I won't.
You're our brother.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
a brother. You're an Israelite of the Bible. Angola is not biblical. God never says go to the Angolans. God says go to the Israelites. All right? Yeah. He's got the Nazarite locks, not understanding what's going on. So like it, Israel, you might not have seen it. The camera was faced, but I'm gonna close out soon.
But the end is not yet.
The end is not yet. Hey, shalom, man.
Right, last thing now.
GMS on the set.
Last
shalom.
thing, what's it? The
Hey, yo, and another thing, that GMS brother, man, that says when you see us, just fuck off. That shows you that a GMS brother walked by and he says shalom in peace and love to your brethren. So not all, that's what I said, some of them are a bit bugged out, but not all of them are losing it. You know what I mean? Because the brother was showing his love and prosperity and meekness. You know what I mean? Not letting doctrine get in the way. You know what I mean? It's showing love to your brother. Man.
That's it. And that's a commandment, man. Straight up.
Hey, that's what I said, that brother's, you know what I mean? He's mighty in the spirit. And you know what I mean? You put the camera on them, you go get in trouble. Well, why did you say shalom to them guys? Madness, man. But anyway, look.
Yeah. So yeah, last thing. What's it? You know, they call it the so-called Horn of Africa. Have you heard that?
Okay, yeah.
The Horn of Africa.
Israel.
Yeah. Well, what they say, what they claim to say is the Horn of Africa is Ethiopia. They claim, Ethiopia, Egypt, and them surrounding bits there. Because long story short, but horn means strength, innit? We know that. There's no strength in that part of Africa. There never has been. I mean, even back then there might have been, but that's why they call it that. But basically, it's been in drought. That whole land there has been in drought for 3 years now. Yeah, the Most High has not given it no rain for 3 years. Yeah, loads of people are dying. Camels, bear, everyone's dying, man. Children are dying. It's crazy out there, man. And yeah, if you want to get me Deuteronomy 11:17.
Yeah, bring that up still. Deuteronomy 11 a lot to this.
I think that's right. Is that right?
Bring it out, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Bring it
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 17. And then Yahweh's wrath be kindled against you, and he shut up the heavens, that there be no rain, and that the land yield not her fruit, and lest ye perish quickly from of the good land which Yahweh giveth you.
Yeah, so like we said earlier with the curses going on upon the heathen now, that's what's happened, man. The Most High has shut up the heavens out there, and it's terrible, man. The drought out there is crazy. So yeah, man, all praises to Yahweh. You know, he does all, and that's it on the news, man.
Alright, man.
Bring out.
Yeah, I bring it out in a mat already, but me I bring it out in a...
No, that's sorry. It's the same content. Daniel 7:18. We brought out the same thing, it's just going to say the same thing, just in another book. Same thing. Daniel 7:18. Let me second Ezra 16:66. Psalms 140. Psalm 137. Sorry, 132. We read 137. So yeah, bring those out, bro.
This is the book of Psalms, 132, verse 11. Yahweh has sworn in truth unto David. He will not turn from it.
You will what?
He will not turn from it.
Go on, bro.
Of the fruit of thy body will he set upon thy throne.
And the fruit of his body is going to set upon a throne. That is the Messiah. Alright? Go on, bro.
If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony.
Alright, and the prophecies as well, man. Alright, that's why when you watch these Nazarite news, alright, the testimony, remember our testimony is of prophecy. That's what we read in Revelations 19. Alright? Testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So watching the Nazarite news is better than getting your popcorn and watching the Edomites bow down. Watching these Nazarite newses, and I'm noticing the views are higher on the other videos of the teachings rather than watching the Nazarite news, man. Watching what's going on in the prophecies. I bid you watch what is going on around the world. Be in watch, alright? Because that is how you are spiritually getting the wisdom and knowledge. Is the stability of is holding faith in the times. Having faith in the prophecies that are coming to pass is having faith in the Messiah and that he's going to deliver us, and the Most High that he's going to be a wing. He's going to keep his wing over us and bring us in his pavilion, man. Alright? So I bid you to watch them, man. Go on, bro.
That I shall teach them. Their children also shall sit upon thy throne forevermore.
Alright, and that's who's going to sit upon the throne. Alright, is the children of righteousness. Alright? Go on, bro. Bring it up.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 66. What will ye do? Or how will ye hide your sins before power and his angels? Behold, power himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins.
Alright, because the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter. They're in every place, beholding the evil and the good, man. Read, bro.
And forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever.
Right.
So shall power lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble.
Exactly. If you want to be delivered from trouble, just get rid of the old man, put on the new ways. Alright, bring it out, bro.
This is the book of Daniel 7, verse 18.
Bring it out, loud voice.
But the saints of the Most High
But the what? But the saints of the Most High
shall
take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Amen. Can't let that be so, man. Go on, bro. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 1. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted in his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon what?
Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon is done, man. This place is done. Now we're seeing wars going on. Alright? This place is destroyed, man. This place ain't gonna be built back up or fixed or glued together. Make England great again. England is done. England is destroyed. The nuclear destruction is coming. Alright? Nuclear destruction is coming for the world. There's no gluing this back together or piecing the puzzles together. It is done. Your kingdom of ruling the so-called blacks and the Native Americans is finished.
That's right.
We've woken up. We found out that we're the gods on this earth. We're the children of Israel.
That's right.
Your place is done.
It's fallen.
It's what?
It's fallen.
This place is fallen, it's slipping, and it can't get back up.
And it's become the inhabitants of devil.
All we see is wickedness, man.
That's right.
All we see is demons, man. Alright? There's no righteousness on the earth.
And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hurtful, hateful bird.
On a nut, we're going to close out. We're going to give all glories, honor, alright, unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Baharakah, Kadash. Alright? Kwam Yeshua.
Kwam Yeshua.
Ba'asham HaMashiach, Yahushai.
Ba'asham HaMashiach, Yahushai.
Khan, Immanuel.